Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SoundHound AI Inc. SoundHound at a critical point here on the charts. Full disclosure, I did get stopped out the other day, and I didn't make a video because there was not much to say. I needed to wait for this to play out until Friday. I got stopped out. I remember telling you my game plan, and you can watch it back. I told you my game plan. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna buy at the lowest, at what's supposed to be the strongest level of support. I'm gonna try it by around $5. And I even made a thumbnail telling you like just put a $5 limit order and sit on it. Because we were gonna come down and that's where we should see a bounce, which we did get here. We got that bounce here. We came up at almost to $6. Unfortunately, couldn't break out, and we are still inside this pattern. This pattern, for those of you who don't know, is known as a descending triangle. Let me just show you guys that pattern. This is a descending triangle. Essentially, what this means is buyers just can't, there's no buying power here. Sellers are in complete control, and more than likely, we're gonna break down. That is what that means, which is what I said previously. I'm like, if you bought in around $5, you should move your stop loss above wherever you bought in at. So if you bought at 510, you should have your stop loss at 515, 514, 513. And if you did, you probably got stopped out because this thing came down. Maybe you didn't get stopped out, but it depends on where you put it and where you bought in. But yeah, I got stopped out at a 2 cent gain. Ooh, I made 2 cents per share. Ooh. So that was the game plan. Buy in, move your stop loss above your buy-in point, and you're good. Because if it stops you out, you take you break even or you gain 1 penny per share, which is again whatever. The point is not to lose, right, and to minimize losses. Uh, at this point, I'm not gonna buy back in unless it has to break out of this downtrend. If it doesn't, then this should come down lower. That's usually, unfortunately, that is the pattern. And I wish I could be more positive in this video, but that's unfortunately the reality. Descending triangle. And like I mentioned previously, without a catalyst, the stock kind of just falls until it finds a, a support somewhere, and it's not looking like this is going to be it. But yeah, there's your descending triangle. It's coming from a downtrend, and it just slowly coming down lower and lower. It can't break out of it either. It just keeps going lower, and eventually it falls. And that is yeah, and you can see it right there. Monday will be critical. If it just breaks down Monday, the next, then that sucks because that means we had that means we couldn't hold what should be our strongest area of support, and you would look to buy in at this point. Yeah, at this point you would have to wait for it to come down to around, yeah, $4, somewhere around $4, 4.10, right here essentially. So around $4. That is where you would be looking to buy next if it's going to continue this. If it's going to continue this pattern that it's in, this downtrend, we have to break out of the downtrend. And you guys have seen, I've shown you guys downtrends. Let me switch to Mullen. Look at Mullen. That is one hell of a downtrend. Oh, let me just zoom out. Oh boy, does that thing just keep going down. So do you really want to buy when it's going to continue this? The answer is no. In case you were wondering. The answer is no. You don't want to be you don't want to be a part of that. What you want to be a part of is A, the reversal, B, an uptrend where it just keeps going higher, like this here. A lot of people were very happy when this happened. Um, but it looks like we're not going to catch a reversal. That is what I'm thinking here. We're not seeing as much strength as I would like to see. Let me use some Fibonacci. I rarely use Fibonacci. I'm just curious to see where we're at. Yeah, interestingly enough, we might we didn't bounce out. Yeah, we did not bounce off the 50, but we might bounce off the 38. And if that's not the case, then we're going for a full 75% retracement. We'll see what happens. Nothing's guaranteed. The thing that's concerning is the market as a whole If you guys haven't checked out my stock market crash video, I highly recommend it. Very valuable information in that video. But the thing that's concerning is this. You see this huge bear market? Okay, you see the huge bear market. And then there's a bull market here, and then a short-term downtrend. Before we broke out and started going bananas again, because here we went bananas, started a 2 to 3 month downtrend here, went bananas again. This is the weekly chart, by the way, and it's looking like we might. I even forecasted it here. It looks like we might go into another couple of months of downtrending, short-term bear market, whatever you want to call it. And I used the MACD indicator to point to this cross under. This white line crossing under the yellow usually indicates we're gonna start trending downward, which means a lot of stocks are gonna tank a lot, which is why you've been seeing Nvidia tanking as well. Nvidia kind of stopped going to 1,000, so uh, it could be signs of a bear market starting. Let me zoom in, and you'll notice that white line, it barely crossed under the yellow line on Friday. So it was do or die on Friday, but we're still not out of the woods yet. So the market as a whole right now, it's kind of in between, and that's concerning because if we go into a bear market, a lot of stocks, including Sound, we're just gonna go, and we're gonna go down. That's the nature of a bear market. Things just go down regardless of fundamentals. They just keep going down. So that is why I'm saying be very careful out there. And you can check that video out on my channel from yesterday. I go more in depth about the whole MACD cross under and what it means for the stock market entering a potential bear market. Either way, as negative as that may sound, the positive is if we do enter a bear market, we know what happens in a bear market. Things get real cheap. You'll see Sounhound at $1. You'll see Tesla at like 100. I think that's as low as it went last time. No, in the bear market here, it went as low as 100 and what 8, 4, and then it had a huge bounce in the bull market. So um, that's really all a bear market means. It just means an opportunity to add your favorite stock nice and cheap. That's it for the video, guys. I'll see you in the next one.